All right, hello everybody, and welcome back. I just uploaded. I just got like a little 30-second clip of lightning. It struck right there because I was like getting ready to go get up, eat some food or something, take a break. I was like, oh, I should have been recording. And that's the thing is like, it's the frustrating thing about content creation is like, you miss these things. Although luckily I captured it, and so then I uploaded it, and so then I can have it, store it, people can download it, remix it, all that. Like, that's I don't know. That's part of my like justification. But just like, oh, Gravity Falls, that is just such a good show because even in that, like, the one of the characters is talking about how good they are at justifying things. It's like, yes, you are. But, anyways, so we went all the way up and thus made this side shorter. I mean, which is good. Like, this is like some Alice in Wonderland stuff, like gigantic mushrooms. And for those that don't know Alice in Wonderland, that is a story that I can read. And actually, I think I might still do that. Is like just read the free stories and then keep expanding. Oh, then it glitched. Like, no, don't do that. Or, God said, or the creator said, don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm not trying to mock anyone's religion. Like, hopefully anybody that watches these things knows that that's not my intent. Caw. Well, that is a lot of lightning. And now in real life, and see, it's in peaceful. So even if, like, say I got struck by lightning, which I don't think you can get hurt, but I could be wrong. That could be an update. And this would be one heck of a way to find that out. Oh, yeah, see, oh, there we go. There was a piece of lightning, or a bolt of lightning. ah. Ah. Actually, that one became kind of frightening because I don't know. Like, it could kill me. And I'm stuck here without a bed. That means I would warp all the way back. It's okay. I mean, and then as I almost, ah, all right, enough of that. So, I really don't think the lightning can hurt me, and even when you're not in peaceful, I don't think the lightning can hurt you. However, not directly, but indirectly, it could mean that the four apocalyptic horsemen arrive. Yeah, okay, sorry. So those that don't know, in Minecraft, if you're not in peaceful, and if you're in an area where lightning is striking, like especially that, like multiple times, um, that's why it's kind of fun to use the copper to make like a little lightning rod. But the lightning, when it strikes, it has a chance to summon like four skeletal horse riders, or like four, yeah. And so that's just kind of that's just part of the game. It's a game mechanic. So, and I remember the first time I saw that, I was on a friend's server, and it was just like all of a sudden there was just all these like skeleton horses, and I want to say there was like, or was it four skeleton horses? But like I want to say they had archers on them. I don't even know now that I think about it, but like we didn't mess with them. We left them alone and they despawned. But we just saw it. I'd probably want to look it up, I guess, to be like the official thing. But it was just funny that it just spawned that, and I think that's the thing with lightning with this game. It's just because I did look that up. Now and actually, you know what? All right, so you know what I'm about to do. 4 minutes in, I did not set the alarm. So while I'm doing this, 4 minutes, and it's 58. Whew. I think it's bedtime after this. Oh, 34 minutes now. See, I went too far. Oops. 28 minutes, close enough. We'll do 32. 32 to 33. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, and already this map is looking really like I think this is one of my new favorite areas. Like I like the Memorial Island one with the peach tree or the cherry trees, whatever. But now this one, we've got that giant fortress area. You've got lightning area. It's all these different, I don't know. And then yeah, camels. Like we set out to find camels. That was the original point of this particular expedition, and we found it first thing. So it was awesome. Kind of anticlimactic, but awesome. So, and now we continue on. Here's like kind of not like a deserty area, just like a random sandbar with some sea turtles. How did you escape the island? Sea turtles. He lashed him, and then he's like, with hair from me back. Sorry, another Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean lore. Helly ho. Alright, see now, I need to go over, I think, a little bit. And depending on how long this water is. But at least this means that once I start doing the rows back and forth, it's going to be a lot shorter. Because the more I take... In fact, I might keep doing this. Like, or just switch it up. Like, maybe do another row and then maybe another column. Just kind of work it back that way. Oh, now we gotta go back of this way. Ooh, lava. To my left? Up here? That looks like it could be it right there. No? Strange. There should be a piece of lava right here. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, this, no? Yeah, here it is. Okay, this is what I was seeing on the map. So, which is also really dangerous. I've been running before, and like, if it's not, at nighttime, it's really easy to see that. Oh, there's another ruined portal. Let's go raid that thing. Alright. I can't remember if we had an item frame, but we're gonna go ahead and get this too. Okay. There. Alright. Okay, we'll take the nuggets. Yeah, that's all fine. Ooh. That is not gonna work. What else can I just waste? There we go. Alright, so yeah, we have 2 of those now. Alright, awesome. Now, I don't know if there's lava. I feel like I just heard it. But let's see. I at least want the crying obsidian, and then because regular obsidian we can make, like we just have to get lava from the nether, and like it's pretty easy. But crying obsidian you have to actually find in the wild, and so and I do have some. I don't know, and kind of like my potions room, but I haven't really brewed any potions. Well, oh whoops, because I haven't really done the nether proper yet either. So. By that I mean taking it out of peaceful. I don't know. Maybe we might have to shift in that direction, make it more interesting, more exciting. Oh, but isn't learning computer science and science exciting? Well, no, not always. It can be pretty boring, actually. So, and it's often funny to find out what people actually do for their discipline of science. Like, oh, I do this and this. Like, I remember my friend talking about the wildlife biologist. He's like, oh yeah, I'm keeping track of squirrel populations. I was like, oh, awesome. I mean, and granted, that is like, that's news that I would like to know, like, because I love squirrels. But as far as like, you know, benefits to humankind, like, I don't know. Or the world, or benefits to other populations, like, whatever populations might depend on that. See, I don't know. I don't know how it all interacts. I know that it does. Oh, and then through gaming too, symbiotic relationships. Like I was thinking about that too. You know, I don't even know. I was like thinking about COVID-19 and parasites, and then you see the YouTube video of the kid that like takes the parasites out of the shrimp, and then throws them back, and like Oh, and just the things that you learn, watching a bunch of YouTube stuff, just random stuff. And yeah, but then the thing I'm talking about, the symbiotic relationship or symbiosis, is a mission from Borderlands where it's a Midgemong or a midget warrior or a dwarf. I don't. See, that's the thing. I don't want to offend anybody. Oh, look at that. It's another thing. Now, see, that seems like something straight out of Dark Souls. Like, it'd be like the daunting new castle that you're gonna go. Like specifically that swamp that I forget what it's called, but yeah, there's many a terror down that way. But no, this actually is still serene. Don't get me wrong, but it just reminds me of something in Dark Souls because it's just big and ominous. So okay. Like, this is just so cool. Like they have like logs laying down, like trees falling. Um, I don't know if anybody heard it, but yeah, the joke. It's like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around, does it make a sound? So that's that object permanence, which is kind of interesting that we would talk about that because as like little kids, that is something that babies don't have. They don't have an understanding, or they can't really fully grasp object permanence. That's why Peekaboo is such a fun game because they really think that you disappeared, and then if you watch things like Family Guy, they have a skit where Stewie's there. He's like, "Oh, I was just talking to you. There you go. Oh, now you're back." And then, and then like really thinking that they left, and then they're like, "Oh, gone." Like Peekaboo, like, "Oh," and they're gone again. And it's really funny because it's like if an adult but still was a kid, like personifying a kid basically. I don't know. It's just funny and thought provoking. Like, what if a kid could talk like that and drink and smoke cigarettes and do and take over the world and all this other crazy stuff that he does, like, and then has his dog sidekick, and they have like entire musical show tune numbers of like how their adventures are around going around the world and like, yeah, Family Guy's a really good show. Yeah. But it's tough to like relate all of that. Like, I mean, all of the entertainment that a typical American would have, and just kind of package it up into a neat cookie cutter little like, or just package. Oh, whoa! This is such a cool map. Just looking at it now, it's like an archipelago or so whatever it's called. It's like a bunch of islands and then back in the Warcraft days, I used to play a map that was kind of like this, like something city states or opposing city states, and it was like kind of like this map, only way more broken up. And it was, yeah, I think it was opposing city states, and it had a bunch of islands connected by little land bridges, and that's all it was. It was just a ton of little islands and a bunch of water in between, and then like it was almost like a grid, and you had your little starter island, and then you built what you could on it, and then you'd invade the next island over. Or if it was an open island, then you could take the resources and then continue to expand, and then until you hit an enemy island, and then you had to have a little fight or a war. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. And for those of you that don't know, Warcraft is a battle strategy game from Blizzard back in the day. And then it's like the original before World of Warcraft happened. And World of Warcraft is like the actual story, like it makes it into like like Borderlands or Diablo. And Borderlands is like Diablo, but in space, but not really. But then it's on this planet called Pandora, and all of these things. Like, I wouldn't change any of it. Like, I actually kind of want to go back and play some Borderlands. Like, it's probably my favorite franchise, and then Minecraft, and then Dark Souls. And it depends on my mood too, because Fortnite's pretty fun. I mean, really fun. I love the artwork in there. Like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like graffiti and like tagging it. Oh, I was gonna say I don't think I'm gonna make that, but no, like actually like the characters. I mean, granted they have to pay a lot of royalties. They do a lot of Marvel, like they did Spider-Man, which was actually kind of like advertising because then We knew that there was a Spider-Man movie partly because we were playing Fortnite. And so that's kind of funny where like an interesting, your entertainment is also your marketing, but then it's also your entertainment and it's okay. But I don't know. And that's someone's paycheck, someone's livelihood. And I don't know. But better that than any real like I don't know. The voice actors still make a ton of money, but like I feel like they pay them less than like the actual like people actor because then you have animators and then you're not really relying on like your facial expressions or your body language or your acting skills in person. It's just your voice skills. So already I bet that's like some discount or something. I don't know. It's like movies are just like the first obscene thing. Like yeah, then it's like Mr. Beast but then, like, a lot of movie stars do philanthropy, and they do. Wait, are we? Oh, okay, yeah. Just double checking that there was an alarm. But anyways, no, it's good to see, but there is still a lot of unnecessary waste in even these methods. Like, and just people exploring, living, living it up, seeing what it's like to be eccentrically wealthy and stuff. But then it's like, and then they kind of document it and share it with the rest of the world. But I don't know. And all of this to say, like, there's still places where they're like getting bombed and blown up, and it's like, I don't know, just perspective. But regardless, like, it's the whole Serenity Prayer. So for those that don't know, if you go to AA meetings or Alcohol Anonymous, there's the Serenity Prayer, and it's like, grant me the. See, I don't even remember it, but like, and I went to so many AA meetings, but like, um, now it's just basically like, grant me the strength to No, sorry. Let me explain what the actual three are because let's see. It's like God grant me the strength to accept the things I cannot change, the strength to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I know that's not exactly right, but that's basically it. Those are the three kind of principles of the Serenity Prayer. Is like understand what's within your realm of control, understand what's outside of your realm of control, and then have the power or the strength to try to change what is inside your realm of control. And that's not as neatly, with a bow tie and like packaged as an idea, but that is a good idea to like understand and live by. Is like, if you see something, I'm not saying like everybody needs to become a vigilante. Sorry, I like seeing that because look at that. Even that could be like a fall to the death. Ugh. But anyways, that's just it. Like, know your place, but at the same time, if something like a huge travesty is going off, then yeah, maybe alert somebody or start like organizing someone to investigate and talk about it. But like, it's so easy to be misled with how much technology everyone has and how easy everyone has access to it. Like, we used to think about voice changers on a phone being able to like impersonate someone. But now you can impersonate someone. You can make it like a video of someone's face and make it look like them. I've seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in movies that he was definitely not in. Like, and his face on like the faces of little girl actresses. So it's like ridiculously wrong, but it looks so real. And like and that's just what we're doing for fun. Imagine what's being done. So, okay, I do say often, like, let's not give the military any more credit than they deserve, but let's not also not pretend that they're completely harmless or completely in the dark. Like, no. But as far as controlling the entire world, like, at a nefarious level, and like, yeah, there's a lot of bad decisions or even just decisions that there were solutions to problems that may have caused more problems and do. And then we're like, okay, then we pointed this, and then we try to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so as to say, we try to throw the good out with the bad. Oh, ow. Um, I don't know. It's complicated, but the communication to understand what all is going on with that. Oh, jeez, look at that. That is Now that is definitely some Dark Souls thing, like or some Samurai Jack actually. If that was a good show, especially with the sunrise coming up. But if you jumped, you'd get like impaled on bamboo. Oh, that is like No, I don't want to try that. Oh, no, I'm like right on the edge of it. Ah. Okay, now it's okay. I mean, there's definitely a threshold comfort or comfort threshold that I know that I'm comfortable falling in Minecraft. I mean, there's some times where I feel like it was a little too hasty, and maybe I was lucky, but then in hindsight, I look at it and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Same with snowboarding too. Like you jump off some giant cliff drops. Like once you get going on some of those runs, and you don't even stop to think about what you just did. And you're just like, wait a minute. I mean, I guess you do, but like you don't stop before you do it and think about what you're gonna do. I've jumped off of some gnarly jumps and survived, I mean, of course, but I don't know. And like nowadays, if I went back up to the mountains and tried to do some of those same runs, I'd probably think before and slow down. Oh wow. Sorry, that's the helicopter. There's a new airport nearby, and it's like, so for anyone trying to like piece together the time of this and then the helicopter, and yep, he really isn't in fact in northern Colorado. Like, oh, it's ridiculous, but it's kind of funny because there's a lot more chance to be able to pinpoint people like that, even if you're not trying to do anything nefarious, which it still is illegal, by the way. So trying to like pinpoint people's locations and like stalk them and like, or I don't know, to a point. Not all of it's illegal, I should say. But if you start trying to use that for nefarious purposes and like if you act on it, so there's the other thing too. Like they don't have to see the evidence on your computer. They can just see the evidence that's mapped out around it. Like so if you had looked up my name and you tried to find out any information on me, and then your cell phone registers in the area of where I live or where I've been at, like cross reference, like then that would actually send up some flags. But now whether they would act on that, probably not. But there would be a trail. And then, so say if there was like a murder and then after the fact, well, then yeah, they could investigate it really easily. They find your phone, then it's like, okay, well, he was tracking him like here and there. And, it's funny because like we have all these shows like murder mysteries and stuff. And even that, and I know a lot of people, personally, that's not my I don't enjoy it as much, and it's weird. Like it seems more like women enjoy the murder mystery type ones, where it's like one murder, and then it's like really like obsessive about it. Whereas guys I've seen like over on average, not all. I mean, there's exceptions to every rule, but like on average, guys are more just like well, gratuitous, like tons of violence, not gratuitous. I don't even know what that means, but like thankful violence, like gratuitous. I think it's like excessive or a lot of violence. See, even that, I've heard it so many times before, just like to see if it's okay for me to watch. Like growing up, my parents were like, "Oh, you're old enough to watch this," or "You have to be this tall to ride this ride." Like, I mean, these standards that we set out which are good. I mean, I still think that there should definitely be some standards, but at the same time, they're quickly thwarted by if a kid has an older sibling, because however old that sibling is, anything that's okay for that sibling is thus okay for the younger sibling. Unless it's not, in which case I feel like that was kind of my situation because I have an older sibling, and I feel like they were stunted because I think my parents only allowed what was age appropriate for me and that's already a hard thing, is because the younger sibling is often seen as like the baby, at least for a while, and then it kind of balances out, or not. I mean, and I feel bad. Like I was kind of not the best little brother, but none of us really are. Like we're trying to figure things out. We're all human. I mean, and it's like I keep saying that, and people are like, and then oh wait, we are all human. Like so, it's just like your daily reminder, your friendly reminder to go easy on yourself, to go easy on your fellow person. Just chill. But saying chill like that is kind of offensive. It's like, oh, of course I know how to chill. Who's not chill? And like, you just see all of these things like from that. But I don't know. And it is because of the culmination of all of the comedic works that I've seen and enjoyed over and over again. And mind you, I didn't have cable for a long time. So things like Futurama, Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park, all of the things that I had on DVDs. Yes, I had DVDs. And not even Blu-ray, mind you, just DVDs. And that's all I would watch. Like when my downtime, Now I'm doing this Minecraft and I'm sharing it with people, but then also like sharing these thoughts, and it's kind of entertaining. It's kind of scary. Like it's kind of I don't know, because some of the things that we talk about are like kind of like earth-shattering, revolutionary ideas, but I definitely do not mean any of them to be like don't go out and do any of this action. Like be smart about it. If you're gonna take any of these ideas and use them, like do it appropriately and remember throughput. Like if your country or your people aren't exactly comfortable with these ideas, then maybe warm them up to it. Like I don't know. That sounds like you're trying to get someone ready for like swinging, but like, which again, we've had like, oh, what is that? The show Ghosts. It's an awesome TV show on CBS, and you can do the free CBS app on a Roku TV or just whatever smart TV, and then you can see the show Ghosts. But anyways, there's a pineapple episode, and I won't do much spoilers, but it's about swinging, and that's it. That is kind of spoilers. All right, sorry. Ooh, also I just noticed. Whoo! We are way up here. This is ridiculous. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Ah, oh gosh. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much. That is so cool looking. Look at that though. That is like something out of like Lord of the Rings or something. Like that one palace. Oh, sorry. What I'm hemming and hawing about is it's best to take the high road and stick to the top, although don't fall. And see right there. It's like it knows. It knows that I'm trying to get iron, but not that bad. In fact, I don't even know how far this goes. Do do do. Okay. Anyways, so I can continue to go this way, and I probably should. What I was gonna do is I was gonna try to go and take care of that little bit to the top right of where I'm at now, just northeast a little bit, but I decided I'll just get that on the next go. Because, I mean, to do that, I would have had to jump down, and it was just a big problem. Whereas here, I can stay up here. I'll still have to jump down at some point. Oh, gosh, like, not there, though. Not there. Not there, there. Ooh, look at all this. This is why, too, because we're so high up, and we can see stuff like this. Ah. Oh, and a bee. Yeah, I do need to get on that, like, making it to where I can... Ugh. Breed bees, because the honeycomb and dogs, just have a dog. I don't know, but see, that's the difference. Real life and Minecraft. Like it's okay to have a dog in Minecraft and just leave it and not feed it and not care for it. You can't do that in the real world. Like, and I've known people that did that. Like, and then same thing with animal abusers. A lot of that, it's not like people are like nefarious, like cackling, like going to the pet store to pick up a pet and they like know that they're going to abuse it. No, it often happens after time goes by down the road and like people don't realize it. And then it's like, especially when people get a pet and they can barely take care of themselves and they think for some reason that, oh, like I, just had kids or we just got married and we're all super young and now let's get a pet. Like, no, that's a terrible idea. And but young minds and the not fully developed brain and all that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, and I grew up having cats, and that's the funny thing is like my parents had cats when I was growing up, and even that. But like, I mean, maybe life would have been easier if we didn't have cats. Oh, look at this! Oh my God, what? This is like a gig. Oh my gosh! Oh no, 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 no! This is whoo. What? What is this even? I don't. I think that's all from one single water source. I did just see another YouTube video about like how much one water source does, like someone doing a video in like creative. But that is like, okay, no, this is like easily my favorite map now. Look at all that iron. Oh, that would be worth so much, but I don't have time. Um, Hmm. Oh, I don't even like. I mean, should I? No, I'll save it. I'll save it. Let's just go. Oh no, the duck fell. Um, that's a dead duck. Wait, what? Never mind. Ducks can float. They can fly a little bit. So there, we just learned something else. Oh, that is a danger to this size. I've never seen something that big. That's like the Grand Canyon size. And then you've got a jungle with that. With that. Oh, it's just so cool. But no, basically, I have seen stuff like that in areas like this kind of grass. Well, it feels like more acacia, but and then there's like a village. I've never seen like that's like something nuked it. That is so cool. But anyways, and then we got to kind of go back a little bit down here to clear out that little bit of fog of war, which is mm, I don't know. And like I kind of want to introduce my kids to all of that stuff too because that's what molded me is like StarCraft, Warcraft, GoldenEye, all that. But then at the same time, I don't know. It's just there's so much better out there. Like even just Fortnite, like that replaces GoldenEye 100-fold. Like the tactics, the games, and it's like Grand Theft Auto, but without the actual adult content. Let's see. Oh, okay. See that sunset? Oh, where's that sunrise? Sunset. Okay, there you go. I even see it like catching up. It was moving all fast. All right. On that note, I'm gonna have to call it a night. Good night, everybody. I will see you, or we'll keep exploring. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. We'll see. Vacation. So until next time, see you then.